So, what if I told you that building real wealth has nothing to do with that one big promotion, that single lucky break, or some viral idea? The reason most people stay financially stuck is that they're waiting for this massive turning point, while completely ignoring the tiny, almost invisible decisions they make every single day. And that's what we're going to break down right now.
And this is the secret nobody really talks about. Financial success isn't some lightning strike. Nope. It's a quiet, steady process that happens beneath the surface. It's fueled by small, consistent choices that, honestly, most people are too busy to even notice. Think of it like compound interest, but for your daily actions.
It's a frustrating question, isn't it? If the path is really just made of these small steps, why does it feel like so many of us are just running in place? Well, I can tell you it's not about a lack of talent or ambition. The real culprit is something way more subtle and way more powerful.
And here it is, micro habits. These are the little autopilot decisions that are secretly running your life. They are the real reason you'll either go into next year with the exact same stress or with a totally transformed financial reality. It all comes down to the operating system you've got running in the background.
And this is such a crucial point. Your big, ambitious goals are great, but it's your daily systems that actually determine where you end up. You see, when your willpower fades, and trust me, it always does, you don't magically rise to your aspirations. You fall back on your habits. So the whole game is about building better systems.
All right, so let's start with the internal game. Before any of the actions can actually stick, we've got to rewire the thinking that drives them. This is all about changing your relationship with money from the inside out. Of the 20 habits, we're going to start with a few foundational ones right here.
Okay, I know this one feels uncomfortable for a reason. Most people avoid looking at their bank account because they're afraid of what they'll see. But that avoidance, it creates ignorance. And ignorance is what keeps you stuck. So this brings us to our first tiny habit, just taking 5 seconds to face reality. It's the absolute first step if you want to change your behavior.
Think about it. Instead of just scrolling through finance drama on social media, what if you dedicated that same time to actually learning something? That's habit number 2. Just 10 minutes a day reading about index funds or watching a quick video on tax strategy. It doesn't sound like much, but over a year, that's 60 hours of financial education. Knowledge compounds even faster than money.
Every single business on the planet exists to solve a problem. Complaining about your situation, that just keeps you stuck in it. And this leads us right to habit number 13, shifting your mindset from just spotting problems to actively brainstorming solutions. The moment you make that switch, you start seeing opportunities to create value absolutely everywhere.
Okay, so with the right mindset in place, it's time for some practical, tangible actions. These are the habits that give you direct control over where your money is actually going.
Now, what's really interesting here is this simple reversal of order. See, most people spend first, and then they try to save whatever's left over, which, let's be honest, is usually nothing. Wealthy people do the exact opposite. They save and invest first, and then they live on the rest. It's not just a budget trick. It's a powerful statement that your future self is a priority, not just an afterthought.
Emotion is an expensive thing. That rush you get from wanting something new feels great for a second, but that feeling comes with a pretty hefty price tag. This simple system, the 24-hour delay, creates a cooling-off period. By just waiting one day, that emotional craving starts to fade, and your logical brain gets a chance to take over again.
You've heard the saying, small leaks sink big ships, right? Well, that's exactly what habit number 17 is all about, auditing your subscriptions. Those $5, $10, or $15 charges that pop up every month, they feel like nothing. But together, they create this silent drain on your wealth. This isn't about being cheap, it's about being intentional.
All right, we've covered mindset, we've covered action. Now for the really exciting part, growth. These habits are all about expanding your assets, your income, and your overall value in the marketplace.
Remember what we said about systems over goals? Well, this right here is that idea in its purest form. It's habit number 8. Look, you're going to feel motivated one day and totally uninspired the next. But an automatic transfer to your investment account, it doesn't care how you feel. It just works, silently building your future without you even having to think about it. They say what gets measured gets managed, and that is so true here. Your net worth, which is just your assets minus your liabilities, is the ultimate scoreboard for your financial health. Watching that number grow even by a little bit each month creates this incredibly powerful feedback loop of motivation. And hey, if it shrinks, that creates the urgency you need to make a change.
Okay, this next one, habit 19, is a huge mental shift. Status symbols,
Things like new cars and gadgets, they're literally designed to lose value. They look impressive for a minute, but they make you poorer. Assets, on the other hand, like stocks, a small business, or even a new skill, they might be invisible, but they grow in value and can pay you back for years and years to come.
So, we've walked through mindset, action, and growth. But there's one habit that underpins all of them. It's the one most people actively avoid. And frankly, it's the exact reason they stay right where they are.
This is it. Every single opportunity for growth, financial or otherwise, lives just outside your comfort zone. Wealth isn't built by playing it safe. It's built by taking that first, tiny, uncomfortable step, sending that scary email, asking for the meeting, or just brainstorming that side project you're not even sure will work.
And this is why it's so powerful. Think about it. Courage compounds just like money. Every single time you take a small, uncomfortable action, you're building your courage muscle. That small act of bravery makes the next one just a little bit easier. And over time, these small steps of courage compound into life-changing momentum. So where do you even begin? It's simple. Don't try to master all 20 of these at once. That's just a recipe for burnout. Just pick 3. 3 that really resonate with you. Commit to them for the next 90 days and start today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now.
You've got to remember this. You're not going to wake up wealthy one day. It just doesn't work like that. You'll just wake up slightly smarter, a little more disciplined, and more focused than you were the day before. These tiny habits, they feel boring at first. And that's exactly the point where most people quit. Don't be most people.
Look, the future isn't waiting around for you to feel ready. It's being built right now by the tiny habits you choose today. So the only question is, what future are you building? Don't wait to decide.